Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so this is our plan. And wait a second, how can I do this? You know what? I would start with, probably the easiest way is going with rectangle, but because the thickness of the wall, they are not the same, then it would be kind of useless. You know what? I'll go with line. Okay. First thing first, I am drawing, always I start with walls. Okay. So I go and change my layer to existing wall. Then I start the line command. So you know what? I'm doing it in different way this time. Maybe this time I just draw the top exterior wall 16 feet 10 inches. Then I use offset. See, the first wall thickness is 6. I offset this 6 inches in this way. Then I accept it. Then I know the interior wall. I don't know the interior wall, but I know this wall. So if I offset the interior wall 4 feet 10, it would give me this wall. So I would use offset 4 feet 10. So to get to the closet in divider, spacebar, the wall thickness is 4, spacebar, then it give me the whole wall now, spacebar again, and spacebar one more time, 4 feet 10, it would give me the other side, and the other side, the wall, the thickness is 4. So I press spacebar to repeat the offset. I put 4 and I offset this one here. Okay, so see, now I have kind of this part of my wall. I just type L and I connect these two, the exterior wall together. The thickness of this wall is 4. I just type offset 4 and I offset this one here. The next thing that I know, uh, actually I didn't give you guys the length for this one. So I would go with this part. So see, I am here. If I offset 1 foot 8, it gives me the inside of the closet. So I repeat the offset. 20 inch is 1 foot 8. So I offset this one here. The thickness of the wall is 4. I press spacebar to repeat the offset, 4. And see, now I have the other side of the wall for the closet. And the last thing that I need to know where is this line. Either I can offset 14 feet or I can offset this line 6 inch. So I go with this part because I have it. So see, 14 feet. I'll just type O spacebar 14 feet, accept the distance, select the line, go there, press spacebar to finish the offset, press spacebar to repeat it. I put 6 and here you go. See, this is completely different from all other way that we did this plan before, okay? But I just want to show you guys we have many options. Then what I would do, see, I would first go and trim all these extra pieces. My choice always is fillet. So I just type F spacebar, R spacebar. I want to make sure that the radius is 0. Then, because I want to go around and repeat the same thing over and over, so probably the best way is going with multiple. So I click on M and
Just
I just,
presenting.
I'm not presenting. Oh, okay. So let's do it again. So as you can see, I have all the lines, but I have some extra pieces that I don't want it. You can use trim, but again, trim, first of all, I have to type TR spacebar and I have to, select the cutting edge, I prefer fillet. F spacebar, R spacebar. I check the radius, see the radius is 0 and it's perfect. I accept it. Then I click multiple because I want to do it several times. I go around and I just get rid of those extra pieces. The reason that I'm not using the fillet with this part, because if I use fillet, I would lose part of my wall. So I prefer just to do the all four corner with fillet, and this one, trim is the better choice. Okay, so I just use trim. I select them all. See, I select all the cutting edge, accept it. Then I go ahead and get rid of the extra pieces. So see, I don't need this. I don't need this line. And also here, the part that I don't need is this part. And oh, you know what? I forgot to offset something. So I keep it this way for now, because if you look at the plan, see, I need to offset this one 6 inch to give me this one. See, I have 6 inch on both sides. So I would do that one first, offset 6, offset this in both sides. Then I go grab start trim. I select them all, or you can just press enter to accept all of them as a cutting edge. See, I just get rid of the pieces that I don't need. See this one, I don't need this one. Here, I don't need this one, this one, this one. So you can look at the image, but I know by heart that which part I don't need. So here you go. See, oh, I forgot this one. So again, so I just press spacebar to repeat the trim command, and I go ahead and get rid of this part. See, always we don't need any connection, any divider when we have continuous wall. See this wall, there shouldn't be any divider. So that's perfect. I have this part. The only part is missing is the door opening and the window. So the information that I have, I know that from the exterior, the interior part of the closet or this wall, okay, if I go 1 foot 1, I have the start opening. So what I would do, I just draw a line here, make sure it's perpendicular. Then I can use move, select this one, accept it, show the direction, and I put 13. 13 inch is 1 foot 1 inch, and it's exactly what we have here. Okay, then I have to offset it 2 feet 8. So I just type O spacebar 2 feet 8, and I offset this one here. I use trim, select, and get rid of this part. So the only part that is missing is this opening, and because of the way that the information is given, the only thing that I know is that the center of this window is 5 foot 6 from the exterior wall. So what can I do? I can easily offset this line. Okay, offset 5 foot 6. Sorry, yeah, 5 foot 6. So offset 5 feet 6. See this line? Offset, it give me the center of this window. Okay, and then what I have to do, I have to find what's the half of 7 foot 10. So if it was 8 feet, it was 4 feet on both sides. This is missing 2 inch, so it's 3 feet and 11 inches. So if I offset 3 feet 11, you can use calculator. It's not a big deal. You can just divide. Just keep in mind that 7 times 12 plus 10. It gives you guys the inches of this. Then I use trim. I select all of them as my, actually I don't need this one. I erase this one. I use trim and I select all of them as my cutting edge and I get rid of this part. So I have all the openings. What's next? I want to add the window. So for sure is completely different layer. I just go here and I select existing window. What I can see here, I have a 2-inch by 6-inch frame on both sides. So the easiest way is using rectangle 6, 2, and I move it from the corner, from the midpoint. Doesn't matter because I can place either way. See, midpoint to midpoint. Then I use copy, select this one. See, I can go with endpoint and I'm copying this one to the other side. So the next thing, if you look at here, I need these 2 lines. Okay, this is window sill. I can keep it in the same layer. I just use line and from here to here and from here to there. Again, something that I like to do, because these 2 lines, they are not in the same plane. You know, this one is closer to me, this one is further from me. Even though I want to keep them in the same layer, I want to change the color. So I can just select them, okay? And from here, it's the same thing as Control 1. Remember Control 1? It gives me the property, and I can go change the color. The same thing here. I can just go here and select different color. I need a color that is thinner than white, so I would go with thinner than red. In this case, it's white, so I select white, and so that's it. The next thing that is missing here is the glass. So here I put 1 inch, thickness for the glass. How can I do that? I can just draw a line. Again, it could be the same, layer. I go midpoint to midpoint, then I use offset. Because this line is in the center, I would offset it 1/2 inch on both sides. So offset 1/2 inch, this side, that side. Then I select this one and I erase it. So this is my glass. Again, because the glass is a different material, it would be nicer if I put this one in different layer too. Okay, different color. So I select them and I would put it maybe in gray or white. Okay, so I put in white for now. And the thickness that I'm explaining here, if I explain it later, so if you look at my handout, in one point I'm explaining this, but for now it's maybe a little bit confusing. Where did I explain this thing? I guess here. See, on page 133, I am showing you guys each layer, each color, not each layer really. See when it's green, when you print it, how thick it is. When it's cyan, red is this one, elevation 3, this is this thick, this is white. So you can see the different thickness. Maybe I give you guys something else this afternoon or this tomorrow, I don't know, to explain it better, but this is the way that when you print depends on the color, you see different thickness. Okay, so I explain this later too, but for now let's continue with our plan. Okay, so see, they are all in layer window. When I select it, it says existing window. The only thing is I put them in different color. And remember, to change the color, you have to select the object first. If you go and change this one without selecting a thing, what would happen? Anything that you draw, AutoCAD draw it in that color. See, if I go, see, nothing is selected now. And if I go and change this to blue and I start drawing anything, see, it says existing window, but when I draw it, it's in layer and in color blue. Layer is good, but the color is wrong. And students make this mistake a lot. So please, if this one always should be by layer. Every now and then maybe check property, it should be by layer. If you want to change a color of anything, first you select it, then you go change the color. So now I want to draw the door. We have it as a block, but I guess it's a good exercise if you redo it. Okay, it's not a big deal. What I would do, I would go, if I want to make a block, I would go to layer 0. Okay, I change the layer to layer 0. See, from midpoint to midpoint, I don't know, for some reason my layer 0 it's hidden. It shouldn't be like that. Let me just change it. So see, center to center, offset 1.5, accept, go toward the direction that you want your door to be open. So I offset it this way. Then I use boundary. You can use rectangle too, but I want you guys to learn how to use boundary. Pick point, click in the middle of this area. It's exactly like hatch. Accept it, then rotate. Just one click to select the object, accept the selection, grab the hinge, make sure the ortho is on, and here you go. I don't need this one. I can erase it, or what you can do, again, if you can think ahead, later on when I want to hatch this area, I need a closed area. So I need this layer, this line later. What I can do, the only thing is I don't want it to be in layer 0. I want this to be in floor hatch, okay, or floor finish. So what you can do, you can select this one and see if you have floor finish. See here, existing floor hatch. Maybe you have different name. So I select this one and then put it in that specific layer. Then I want to add the arc here. I go to the arc, start, center, end. Always counterclockwise. So this is my start, the center is the hinge, and the end is perpendicular here. So again, I prefer to have this one in different color. As I mentioned, some people put it in the hidden line. So I honestly prefer to have it solid in different colors. So I select it, then I go to property, and I change the color. Last time we put it in 255, 252. So as you can see here, you can see 252. Okay, so that's why in this case, I asked you guys to go here. Control 1, click here, and go to select color. See, I have 252 already there. I can select it. If you can't see it there, you can go to select color and either type here or this one is 252 and press OK. So now this is in different color, but both of them are in layer 0. Okay, so now if I want to make a block, I just type B, enter, and I put what was the door size? Remember anybody? No? So let me just go and check. So it's 2 feet 8. 2 feet 8 is 30, if it was 30 inch, yeah? Yeah, it's 30-inch door. So what I would do, B, enter, I put 30-inch dash door. The first thing, pick point. Always pick point for door is the hinge. Select object. So the select object is door and door swing. Press spacebar to accept it, and that's it. Press OK. So now that I have my block, I don't want it to be in layer 0. I want the door to be in layer door. So I go and put it in existing door. So I have my door, I have this one. What is missing is the rod and this two door. Okay, rod is pretty simple, it's just one line. The only thing is I don't have the right layer for that. How can I add a layer? I go to layer property and add a layer, and I call it, I don't know, existing closet, and that's it. So now what I can do, the easiest way is just offset this line 11.5, then 1 inch. So here you go, I use offset 11.5, accept it, and I offset this 2 line, accept it, repeat the offset with the spacebar. This time I want to offset it 1 inch, 1 spacebar, and I do offset those two again one more time. So are these lines in the right layer? No, they are in existing wall. Can I change them? Yeah, I just select both of them. I go here and I put it in closet. So now what else? See, the way that we show the hangers, we just show some random parallel lines. Okay, it's something really simple. You just start a line command. In this case, I don't want it to be straight. It makes it more natural if I have, you know, something like that. Then I can offset it, maybe something like this. Then I draw another line, maybe like that. Offset it again. So that's it. You just show some, you know, line in different angle to kind of show that, you know, maybe I put this one too far back. So maybe I just move it a little bit here, then I offset it, you know, like that, like this. I add another one. So it's not a really big deal. It's just a symbol. Nobody really need this information to put hanger there. So don't kill yourself for hangers. So here you go, I have hangers, I have rod. The only thing is missing in this drawing is bifolding doors. How can I draw bifolding doors? Bifolding doors, first of all, I need 4. I need 2 bifolding doors that cover this. And basically, I need to know what is this distance divided in 4 and then start my door. I don't want you guys to sit and calculate anything. So I can draw a line from the midpoint to perpendicular here. Okay, do you know how can I divide this in 4? div spacebar, select the line, and type 4, enter. I can't see anything. Why? Because my point type is not set. So P type, and I select maybe this one. Okay, now I can see it. Then the thickness of the door, we put it 1.5. So this one could be a little bit less, but it's fine. I put 1.5 and I offset this one this way. Okay, so next I just need to draw a rectangle from this corner to there. So rectangle from here to here. So because all of them, they are all the same size, I just get rid of all this information. I don't need them. I have the first panel. Okay, so just to show you guys, when the closet is closed, okay, when the door is closed, you don't see any gap. That's why we divide this in 4 and see exactly. Oh, I made a boo-boo somewhere. Why? Okay. For some reason, I made a boo. Let's do it again. This is fine. Oh, see, for some reason the line stopped there. I don't know what happened. Okay, let me redo it. Actually, it's a good practice. See, my line, I don't know what happened. I'm pretty sure I did it perpendicular. But see, I do it again. I start the line midpoint to perpendicular to here. I turn on my ortho, it makes it easier to find. Here you go. Then I divide this line, div, select the line, 4, enter. I can't see anything because the P type is not set. P type, select this one. Okay, now I offset 1.5 from here to inside. Then I use rectangle. See, always it's easier if I go from this side to there. Okay, now it should be fine. Then I delete the extra points. I delete this extra line. Erase this one, this one. Now, if I copy this one, it would close completely the opening, and that's the way it should be. Okay, see, it's closed completely, and when the closet is closed, that's what we see. But in drawing, in architectural drawing, we don't show it closed because it's not clear what's happening there. What we will do, we rotate the door a little bit, and again we have to select it from the hinge. The hinge is close to the inside the room. See, this one is the hinge. I turn off my ortho. Okay, and I've never really paid attention how much I'm rotating it, as long as it looks good. Maybe something like this. Okay, and then I use mirror. I select it, and this would be my mirror point. Make sure your ortho is on, and here you go. I have these two panels. I need the same panel there. So the easiest way is copying these two and place them from here to perpendicular this side. So see, when I have these two, because the closet is the same size, I'm not wasting my time to do it again. I just copy them, mirror them. We have many options here. But before doing that, they are in the wrong layer. Okay, they are in layer 0. Do I need a block for this? It's really up to you. If you want to make a block, you can make a block. But because this type of closet door, they might be even custom made, or maybe it's a little bit different. I don't have any block. I make them anytime that I need them. If you want to make a block, you have to do it right away after you finish it, before changing the layer, because your block should be in layer 0. I don't want to make a block. I just select them and I put them in existing door because they are doors. Then to repeat it here, I can use mirror, select them both. See, I mirror it from midpoint to midpoint. That's it. If you want to use copy them from maybe this corner perpendicular to here. Okay, you can do it in many different ways. It's up to you, but the result should be the same. So now the last thing, I want to hatch inside the wall. So I just type H, enter, and I want to use solid. I go with solid and I click inside that wall and inside, this wall. Okay, then again they are in the wrong layer. I select it, I go to Home tab and I change the layer to wall hatch. Okay, so see, I hatch the walls, and I used to use angle line for a hatch, this one. Okay, and I would change it to something really small. So when I print it, it looks like a gray but has a little bit texture to it. The problem with that option when I'm teaching this module is that each student use different scale and we get different results. So that's why I'm switching to the solid. At least we all see the same thing, but keep in mind, many companies or people use this type of hatch for the existing wall. But for now, we go with solid and we continue like that, but you know how to change it later. So it's break time. Take your break. I saved my explanation. I would put it inside the same folder, okay, or maybe I put it in tutorial. If you want to watch it again, I see you guys at 12:25 because we lost a few minutes. So I see you guys at 12:25, unless you have any question.